This is the Morning Swim Show for Wednesday, December 23rd, 2009. I'm your host, Peter Bush. Today we're talking to Tom Shields, the national high school record holder in the 200 free. He went to Cal with great expectations, and he just finished up his first semester. He joins us now on Skype from Huntington Beach, California. Tom, welcome back to the show. How you doing?
Good. How about you guys?
Good. How's college?
It's going really good, actually. Really fun.
Is it what you expected, more difficult, easier?
Academically, probably, honestly, not as harrowing as I thought, but I would probably get a lot harder. But swimming is nothing like I expected, and it's just so much better than anything I ever thought it could be.
Now, what do you mean? I mean, how is it better than what you had envisioned?
Dude, honestly, the stuff outside of the water is just absolutely amazing that we do, and I didn't really expect that. I thought that the swimming part was going to be, really good, and it is awesome. But the stuff outside of the water that we do with Coach Nick Folker, like weights and dry land and stuff, is just awesome. And I never expected that to be such a pinnacle part of our training.
Different level, huh?
Yeah, way different. And I'm in the best shape I've ever been in, physically in general in my life, and I think that is helping me in the water. And it will show eventually, I think.
What's it like training with Nathan Adrian?
It's hard because the dude is perfect. Just everything inside, outside of the water, everything he eats is just absolutely perfect. And so that part, just training in that kind of environment, and to expect that from myself as well, because that he's going to give it. And so I just feel like it's expected of us now too. And so it's a really cool environment to train with him. But it is also kind of hard because he's just so good.
We've seen the amazing times that he's put up. Does it make you appreciate that even more, seeing the day in, day out, or is it almost like you take it for granted and don't realize?
I don't think I would ever take something like that for granted. Every time the dude swims, every time Nathan swims is just jaw-dropping. And I guess a lot of the guys I see are used to it. But so far I haven't been. It's just absolutely stunning how fast the guy is.
All right, now you went in with some high expectations, as we mentioned. You're the national high school record in the 200 free. I mean, you smashed that record last year. What are your expectations of yourself this year?
This coming year? I don't know. I want to do the best I can and do the best I can for my team, and that's a score at Pac-10s and NCAAs to the best of my ability.
Come on, give me something more specific. I know there's something in your mind there that you really want to do. I mean, can you win the 200 free this year?
I mean, honestly, I want to, but I think there's 32 guys that want to. And I think that's a good thing to keep in mind for me, that I'm not ruling out that I have a shot, but I know that it's a pretty huge, wide shot, and there's a lot of key training that needs to happen before then. And as of right now, I'm just hoping to match or better any of my times in the 200 free. So my time in the 200 free.
Now, do you say that because you won't be wearing the high-tech suit, or just because with the transition to college, sometimes, it takes a little while to get back on your game?
A little bit of both. To be honest, I think it's mostly the suit thing.
Hey, at least you're honest about it. You're one of the only ones who's given me an honest answer on that.
Yeah, I feel a lot different, especially in 200s. 200 fly and 200 free feel a lot different for me, and I really, I really want to say that, no, I can, still do it, but I haven't yet. And so I still want to be able to do it and prove that, it just, I can do what I can without suits. And that's important to me. And I think that's important to a lot of swimmers. And I think that's what everyone's out to prove this year. So, yeah.
All right. You've got your lady counterparts there at Cal. They're walking around with their heads high these days. I mean, we got defending national champions over there. Is there some rivalry going on? I mean, do they talk a little smack about that to the guys?
Not really per se. The team doesn't at all. Too much.
Too much.
Nothing that I could remember, anyways.
What are the team, when you guys get together, have team meetings, what are the expectations for the guys this year?
The guys, the expectation is just to compete at our level. We hear that a lot, and just not trying to be anything better than we are, anything worse than we are, just swimming at what we can do and kind of trying to take a lot of the pressure off and just doing what we can do to be the best that we can be. Which is an environment that I've always liked and loved, and that's something that Coach Rose and something that we started to focus on last year. So it's really cool to be there now. I mean, obviously, and I think this happens at a lot of schools, that every single one of the guys is focused. We want to win, and like I want to win a team title. I think that's why we swim for at a high level for such a college, and we go here and we make the sacrifices that we make. Is because that is the ultimate goal. So I think that is ultimately where we want to head, and that's just I think that's true for everybody.
Well, somebody's got to be whispering national champion around there. I mean, Texas has gotten a lot of the hype on the men's side this year, but some people, even here at Swimming World, I mean, Garrett McCaffrey has kind of picked you guys as his dark horse to win the national championship this year. Do you like being in that position?
I've always found it funny that when people round up the top five, at least in the last couple of years when I've been paying attention to swimming, Cal has never really been on the radar per se, and I think that's kind of cool. That we're not. I wouldn't call us underdog, but we at least in recent years have never seemed to show up on people's radars or whatever. And we've we've come up top five the last two, so we're being seen a little bit more now. I think it's awesome, and I think that we have a good shot.
Well, Tom, you look like you could use your morning cup of coffee, so I'll let you get to it. And, we look forward to seeing what you can do in March.
Thank you very much.
All right, thanks for coming on the show.
All right,
that's Tom Shields, and that's it for our show today. I'm Peter Bush, reminding you to keep your head down at the finish.